Welcome to Global One Media Stocks to Watch. I'm Michael Swido. I'm speaking today with Leonard Van Betuw. He's the president and CEO of Avila Energy, which is headquartered in Alberta, Calgary in Canada. Leonard, welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Great to have you here. 1 year ago, your company launched a new business unit, a unique integrated energy solution that offers direct-to-consumer sales in North America. We'll check in with you in a bit to see how it's going, but for those of us who are not familiar with it, tell us what exactly is an integrated energy solution and how is it different from what utility companies provide?
Well, for us, what it is, it's an off-the-grid solution. It has a green footprint based on a very efficient microturbine that's a CHP. Therefore, we're providing both electricity, heat, and alternatively cooling for the consumer. In addition to having as an integrated solution, it also has battery storage to handle peaks and electric vehicle charging. So you have an all-in-one comprehensive solution in your home, and you're isolated from the grid. So you're isolated from the spikes and troughs that are going on within the infrastructure situation, and we provide a solution to the customer that's very economic and predictable. So we're very
That's interesting. It's off the grid. What actual fuel does it use?
It's based on natural gas. It has the capacity in time when hydrogen becomes a viable alternative to be upgraded to burned hydrogen. But at this time, the fuel of choice is natural gas. And even with that, because of its efficiency, the carbon footprint, we estimate to be over a conventional user about 40% less for a family of four. So we're excited by that. It gives people the ability to transition into the green environment while having still a very environmentally friendly approach to consumption.
Fantastic. We'll talk a bit more about the carbon neutrality in a moment. Help me understand the cost, though. If I'm a consumer, how do the costs of the solution compare to if I was just buying electricity from the grid?
Well, our all-in cost for energy is approximately 7 cents a kilowatt. It ranges up to about 10 cents a kilowatt, depending on your isolation. And then the capital costs are absorbed within our fee structure as well. So an all-inclusive price of about 12 to 15 cents a kilowatt is a bundled solution that we feel is very economically attractive. And that includes all service and maintenance fees.
So as a consumer, I buy a turbine and then I buy the natural gas from you on a regular basis. Is that how it works?
The fuel is provided to us, or we provide the fuel as part of our service. And you are only paying on a per kilowatt basis while you're consuming. So the cost of the turbine itself is either available to you as a lease or part of a new home development. It'll be part of the construction costs. So the consumer themselves, the burden to be able to make the financial transition, the threshold is very low. So the actual cost of the installation is amortized over the life of the agreement with Avila Energy.
Okay, excellent. You mentioned a moment ago about how this is helping with carbon footprints. I know that your company is planning to be carbon neutral, which is an ambitious goal for a company in the oil and gas space. How are you all planning to do this?
Well, our upstream business is based on a combination of oil and natural gas. They still are two necessary products for the consumer and the industry at large. And how we are handling that is through a carbon capture and sequestration program, whereby we're generating electricity to the industrial users, and we're capturing the emissions from that power generation and re-injecting it into the oil fields within the vicinity of the power generation.
That's pretty cool. So you're doing carbon capture. How close are you to achieving the goal of being carbon neutral?
Well, we on November 14th, we managed to get through one of our milestones, which was bringing on some additional third-party volumes in terms of our processing of natural gas. So now we're expect to hit a critical size in terms of our economies of scale, where we can start the construction of our carbon capture and sequestration We're hoping to be able to sanction the construction of that in the second half of 2024.
All right. Well, keep us posted on that. I want to hear more about it. I want to go back now to this direct-to-consumer business. What's the uptake like? And can you share some sales projections?
Well, we're early on. We're just building out our sales base and getting our Canadian Standards Association certifications, which also is the UL certifications for North America. Right now, there is a good pipeline and leads set up for the company, and we expect to install approximately 100 units in 2024, 1,600 to 1,000 units in 2025, and between 4,000 and 5,000 units in 2026. We're pretty proud of that baseline that we have put in established, and it certainly makes us a very viable business and quite exciting for our investor base as they start to see the segmentation of our revenues between our upstream, midstream, and downstream businesses.
All right, so we've talked about direct to consumer. I want to segue now and talk to direct to investor. This is elevator pitch time. Tell us, why is Avila Energy a stock to watch?
Well, right now we've had a challenge for the last year getting through a number of transitionary spots in our business, but we've got everything all aligned so that we have the ability to properly separate our capital needs between the two projects. And we feel very comfortable that through that struggle, we're at a very interesting price point for new investors to enter into. And as we start to generate revenues, we expect to be trading, above book value here in early 2024. Right now, we're trading at a discount of about 30% of our book value. And from there, we expect to see revenues start to carry that momentum forward in 2024.
Wow, really interesting to hear about your all's growth, about how you're helping consumers with an off-the-grid energy solution that is more cost-effective and potentially better for the environment. So thank you for sharing that with us today.
Thank you very much.
We've been speaking with Avila Energy President and CEO Leonard Van Betuw, and you've been watching Global One Media's Stocks to Watch. I'm Michael Suardo.